yourself.
His strikeout rate. Bellinger, a line drive in the air that is caught by. With or without the harness?
Definitely would never do the harness in. I would to New York.
This is a ground ball. Fair sliding stop. Bellinger.
Yep. So he's one of the few shot playing dirty pool.
Whit Merrifield behind a ball and 2 strikes. Pops 1 foul.
And you're right. When he first got, you'll see it, and he'll beat it out.
I remember, I've lived in LA for a while now. Had to work his way back. Merrifield, single, takes a big turn at 10 in the American League. So after Merrifield's 7th hit, you know, strike 2 to Belt.
He also prides himself in being versatile.
Last year, as Belt strikes out for the 2nd time, and his woes continue. First, and he lifts one to center. Tauchman drifting back, but Swanson, first pitch swinging, a ground ball to
Love.
Didn't look like the throw was off line. It wasn't even the heel of the glove, which is just strained. Morel at the plate. And Barrios, National League, and runs batted in, slugging. A little bit of a dip. Been able to convert him at the trade deadline. Morel, the right, but in the air for.
And the team he received a World Series ring from for being on the 40 the last month. He said this is a great team, and he said when the Cubs are good, even when they're not, it's just a
Cubby blue. So you got Blue Jays and Cubs, everybody in blue. Well, I think the opportunity, they weren't great. It's right at the bottom of the strike zone. Could have gone, but he learned how to play. So he's I mean, Ross was saying the same.
2 strikes. Candelario takes barely inside.
3-2.
There goes the runner. Candelario, big right. Swanson right 3rd. Cubs fans hope that he's been able to flip a switch. Pitches. A couple of days out of the lineup just to try to sort himself out.
helped him loosen up and get some perspective, guys.
You think about all the expectations. At the time I mean, that is superstar to
Japan.
Suzuki drives one to left, and that'll bounce into the corner.
Pitch at the bat just gets a slurve. It's out over the middle. Now I was watching on the flip.
Still looming large as the rally continues. He's bouncing ball deep.
This is a beautiful play for Matt Chapman. Amazing to think. Well, Nolan was a senior and Chapman was much younger.
Tauchman takes strike 2. It's working different ways here as Tauchman with a soft line drive that drops for a base hit. So
then the at-bats start to happen.
Who is a much better hitter than one slotted in the 8-hole. And all of a sudden you have to turn the lineup over. On with George Springer. Fly ball from Horner to center field. And Varsho. One team that nobody's thinking about right now in the AL East. But if for whatever
dug in,
I don't think it's quite yet case closed. Blue Jays. We're not all that concerned with the Yankees behind them. You mentioned it earlier, one of the best records in baseball since mid-spring. On one hop, it's
Yeah. Ball. Time. Ball come. Call.
Chapman with a bouncing ball to third.
I know how you feel.
I was going to say. They actually, the first series of the EP. It's the first phase of 2 in renovations. Series of things now, including a food hall for Kirk. Draw to the game.
Outs and runners in scoring position. Varsho, who is last at bat 186, 154.
The other way in December for Lourdes Gurriel, and Varsho pops side. Edge of the infield. But in the summer with all the patios, it's just, it hits different. Cubs a half game back of the final wild card of the National League. Rosaire started a 3-run fourth for the Cubs.
Giving up 2.
On the ground and through. He's hit for Happ to lead off the.
Entering tonight, I mean, he hadn't allowed a home run for him tonight. Had been the slurve like that. And his
Rios just trying to grind his way through it. Bellinger ground ball glove of Guerrero. Cubs 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight.
really don't want to make the first out at third base, especially when
year $177 million deal in the offseason. It's paid dividends already.
Wins above replacement than both.
Oh yeah, Swanson gets a hold of the field. It is
on the left field, and this is all about your jump and your read now.
He departs with 2 runners aboard after the sparkling catch. So with Happ at second, Bellinger at first. Chris originally drafted in the 7th round, 2017 stop. As he drops in a curve at 75. Towards the line. Happ tags from second. Comes in 6th in the National League in extra base hits.
It's a late call.
1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. So Francis
glove. He's been borrowing catcher Miguel Amaya's first base glove. He said it's a blanket. He said it's helping me contribute it.
Davis Schneider has become kind of a cult hero in Toronto. Perhaps we'll that for Candelario getting those opportunities. Merrick ball deep right center. Talkman
Out, and he's just been good.
Yeah, they've had very little to be loud about, but people having a better time are the folks who made the trip from Chicago.
Thank you, Ryan.
Belt pops this up. Buckman will lead for Javier Assad and the Cubs here in Toronto. Runner takes off. Another foul ball here. Tricia?
To me, he said 10-year-old me would have said no, that's impossible. You are